Oh, what an adventure! Get lost with Google Maps. Good morning, everybody. Yes, it's another glorious sunny day, winter. It was quite cold this morning, 13 degrees when we hopped out of bed. That's Celsius, by the way. But we really need some rain. We really need some rain. We don't waste water here. I mean, we water that little bit of garden just there. We put some water in there for the birds, and that's about it. And you can see everything's slowly dying. But we don't have the water really in Western Australia. I know the city people like to waste all the water on their lawns and useless stuff like that, but you know, the lawn will come back, it'll come back, everything will come back. Alright, so what are we up to, Chris? Well, we're slowly getting everything ready, because when the opportunity comes, and hopefully it's in the within the next month, we want to go off and away for a quick camping trip. So I've just here checking out the electrical system and the batteries. I'm draining them down a bit. I got the hot water system turned on. I don't have the solar turned on. The solar panel is not turned on. But yeah, well, the whole aim is to check this charger out. So I'm going to drain the batteries and check this one out, because it got incredibly hot last time and didn't seem to be working right. So I'm going to give it some close attention now. As you can see, the batteries are on over there. The switches are all in the on position, both batteries. So we're just basically giving the camper a once over. We do it when we get home. We grease its nipples and check for cracks. I mean, this has to be the ultimate off-road camp kitchen right here. I got the hot water system turned on. That's under here, 10-litre hot water system. Absolutely, it's been absolutely a treat. It's been a treat. So in the kitchen here, Ziggy's going to pull all the food storage boxes out and check what needs replacing, what we need more of, and we'll fill those all up. We got another C-Tech Pro battery charger here. Look, these are brilliant. These really are brilliant. Way overpriced. This is a 25 amp C-Tech Pro. Way overpriced, okay. The only reason I bought it was because that was all they had in stock in Geraldton when I needed a battery charger. And then it cost us over $500, and I just had a quick look around now, and they're between $500 and $1,000. One listing was for just over $1,000. Are they worth $1,000? Hell no, people. Don't buy them. Are they worth $500? Hell no, people. Don't buy them. Yeah, they're great, but you can pick up Victrons for, you know, half the price. And yeah, I mean, they're just, yeah, I don't know why people buy them. Are they a fad? Are these a fad? Are C-Tech a fad? You let me know. I mean, they are good, but you can buy 2 Victrons for the cost of that. Alright. Anyway. So once the hot water system gets hot and I check that out, and the rest of the electrics. Then I'm going to turn this little charger on. Make sure she's still working properly. I mean, I don't know how many years this is old. It's years and years and years, over 7 years old, I think. This little charger. Yeah, I know it's I know it's mounted upside down. Okay. All right, I do realise it's mounted upside down, but I mounted it upside down so I could read all the information on the bottom of it. Okay, so we're getting ready for our trip. We don't know when it's going to be, but Ziggy and I both desperately need to go out bush and get our heads together in some peace and quiet and wind down. I don't think I'd survive if I lived in a city. All the people, we like to go out where there's no one, just me and her, where you can do your own thing. You can walk around au naturel if you like, and yeah, we just like the peace and quiet, just nature, and our own company. Beautiful. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think this has probably got to be one of the most rugged, well-made off-road, true off-road. Okay, even the water tank's up here. You can't damage the water tank, it's right up there. Off-road campers that has ever been made, and with all the mods I've done on it, hot water system, everything. I mean, this is just a absolutely brilliant kitchen, because you know we camp on, we got the rooftop tent there on the ute. Ziggy loves this kitchen. Good morning everyone, how is it going? Oh, we got a big wattle bird over there. Hey mate. Yeah, how are you? There it is, it's in the garden, getting a drink of water as well. With the drought on, it's pretty important to have water in your garden for the birds. Well, this is the next day. Okay, so I had a problem yesterday. We finished the battery charging, but I had a problem with this one here, this Victron, and this is the second one of these. Jason and T, some friends of mine that were here a couple of years ago, and we did some work on their ute and their caravan for their trip around Australia. Now, they had one of these in their caravan, and they got to South Australia and it stopped charging but kept getting hot. It said it was charging in bulk charge, but it wasn't, and it just kept getting hot and hot and hot. And yesterday this one here developed the same problem. Now there was no charge going through the Victron shunt, the 702 that I've got, but this one said it was producing 14 amps internally. It was charging in bulk at 14 amps, and it just kept getting hot and hot and hot, and eventually you couldn't put your hand on it. So I've turned it off, and then I got the C-Tech and hooked it up, and then yes, the batteries were indeed full. Okay, so that's two of these Victron units that I know of that have gone like that, and they do get incredibly hot, by the way. There's no serviceable parts in here. As far as I know, it's just a block of resin inside, because these are waterproof units. I might contact Victron and actually check that out to see if it is indeed serviceable or not serviceable. If it's not serviceable, that's a shame, and they shouldn't be allowed to build stuff if it's not serviceable. So I've ordered another Victron charger, not this type. I've ordered one that is serviceable. So we'll see, we'll do a video on that one when it gets here. But I said in the video yesterday that these ones are over 500 bucks. These C-Tech Pros are over $500. And are they worth the money? And this is a perfect example now, albeit that one there is nowhere near, as the C-Tech is nowhere near as old as that little Victron is. And as far as the longevity of them goes, I don't know. But if they do work flawlessly without any problems for many years, I think the Victron's about 5 years old or 6 years old. This one here is 3 years old. The C-Tech I've got. If it keeps working flawlessly, then yes, they are worth the money. Because if you go through 2 Victrons to one of them, you've already up to the price of one of them. You've already spent more on 2 Victrons than you would have on one C-Tech. And there goes another bird. So yeah, I guess price is a relative thing depending on what you're using and how often you use it. Like all the gear in this trailer does get a hard time. Most of you know it's an off-road trailer. I try and drive, when we go on holidays, I try and drive on as little tar as possible. If there's a dirt track or a dirt road, I'll take that rather than drive on a tar one. That's all part of the adventure and getting lost with Google Maps. All part of the fun, you know. That's what Ziggy and I like to do. We like to go out and get lost. We like to have fun in the bush. We like to be the only ones in camping spots. So yeah, I'm going to replace this one with another one. I'll do a video on that when it gets here. In the meantime, I'm going to find out if these are serviceable. I don't think they are. I think they're just a big block of resin inside. That's how they can get their waterproof rating. And yeah, I mean, in a boat or something like that, where it's not being flogged, although if everything's in resin, it shouldn't matter how many corrugations you go over. But it's definitely got an internal short of some sort. And indeed, you know, now that this is the second unit I know of that is seemingly stuck in bulk mode, it's a strange one, people. It's a strange one. All right, so anyway, that's it. The first chance we'll get, we're out of here, but I don't know when that'll be, but we're ready. The trailer's ready, and we might only be gone for 3 to 14 days or something like that. I'm not sure how long we'll be able to get away for. I've just been so busy lately, so busy. So many people contacting me because of all the power blackouts, and they all want to know, you know, they all want to have backup power, and you tell them the cost and they go, oh, that's a lot of money, but it's not really, you know. I don't think it is anyway. And they said, oh, I can buy a generator. I said, yeah, buy a generator. You should always have a generator anyway. You know? But just remember, if you've got no lights or power, no one else has, which means you can't buy fuel for that generator. So, you know, it depends how big a generator you get to how much fuel you got to have, and petrol doesn't store well, so you got to go to diesel. And, you know, I mean, if you buy it in a 200 litre drum or a 44 gallon drum, it'll, you know, can keep that in your shed with a bit of fungicide in it. It'll last forever, as long as you don't let moisture get in it. Oh, I don't know. People are funny, you know. They'll go and spend $100,000 on a car, but when it comes to spending $15,000 or $10,000 to $15,000 on a system that's going to keep their fridge, freezers, lights and whatnot on when the power's out, yeah, I don't know. People are funny these days. Anyway, that's it. That's part 2 of this video. Keep safe, everyone. Bye for now.